some pretty people problems?
Yes, we should.
So, well, before we do that, I don't want to. I actually got a notification we have somebody on the line for us, and I think it's important that we actually take this call because it's not very often that we get the opportunity to have a news story like this. Now, if you remember, national news yesterday broke that Arnold Schwarzenegger was detained by airport customs officials in Germany because he didn't declare a luxury watch that he was wearing. Well, we actually have been lucky enough to get him on the news line. Joining us this morning. Good morning, Arnold. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us this morning.
Good one. You said taking the time. I see what you did there.
Oh, right, because your watch was confiscated.
And I don't even know why. It's too big for this skinny little girly wrist.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a very eventful trip to Germany, sir.
I knew it was doomed on the plane ride over when the in-flight movie was Kindergarten Cop. What was I thinking when I made that piece of crap?
And you were detained for 3 hours yesterday?
I know. I haven't been held hostage for that long since I saw Killers of the Flower Moon.
Ooh, wait, you didn't like that movie?
It was okay, but it needed more cyborg assassins from the future. But I tell you, the experience of being detained at the airport has given me an idea for a new movie. The Terminalator.
The Terminalator. Okay, I see what you did there.
Sarah Connor, come with me if you want a slice from Sbarro.
Well, it sounds like everything worked out okay. Do you think you'll ever make a return trip?
Of course. It's like I told the Germans, I'll be returning.
Yes,
You thought I was going to say the other thing, didn't you?
well, we were kind of hoping. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Arnold Schwarzenegger, thank you for joining us today, sir. Are you still there?
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Okay.
And I'll leave you with another famous quote, okay? Hasta luego.
Oh, come on.
Can't
Jeez.
do again.
Thanks, I think. So there you have it.
luego.
Hasta luego, and I'll be returning. So it was quite the entertainer there, if you will. So
Yes.
But anyway, that's your pretty people. He had his pretty people problems yesterday,
Yes,
but
he did.
here's some others, and we'll shift gears here in a couple seconds. But Sophie Turner, I guess, has dropped the wrongful retention suit against Joe Jonas. People's reporting that her wrongful retention lawsuit against her estranged husband, Joe Jonas, should be dropped. Both parties agreed to having the filing dropped following the approval of their parenting agreement in the UK. She alleged last year that Jonas withheld their daughter's passports in order to prevent them from traveling to the UK. So that's been a mess, but apparently it looks like it's been resolved. So Josh Duhamel and Audra Marie have welcomed their first child together. They revealed on Instagram that they welcomed their first child. Alongside a black and white photo of the baby's feet, they wrote that Shepard Lawrence Duhamel was born on January 11th. So, of course, the Transformers actor and former Miss World America were married in September of 2022 after dating for 4 years. So congratulations, Josh Duhamel's dad. So.
Yeah, all right.
Jacob Elordi and Olivia Jade, according to Entertainment Tonight, things are not over for the two of them. They are reportedly still together, despite many outlets recently reporting that they broke up again. They started dating in 2021 and broke up in 2022 before they got back together in May of last year. So, throwing that out there. We were just talking earlier this morning about Barbie being such a hit everywhere in the box office last year.
Yes.
Now winning awards and that type of stuff. Well, Sharon Stone revealed on Instagram that she pitched a Barbie movie in the 90s.
Huh.
So she made a comment on a post by America Ferrera where she shared her acceptance speech from the Critics' Choice Awards. She said that she was laughed out of the studios when she came in with a Barbie idea in the 90s with the support of the head of Barbie. She said, "Look how far we've come." She said, "Thank you, ladies, for your courage and endurance." So apparently she tried to get it made the last time and it just didn't happen. So, also according to Variety, Mark Ruffalo recently revealed that the Poor Things cast and crew tricked him into thinking that they were replacing him with Oscar Isaac while filming. They were teasing him about that during rehearsal. Said Willem Dafoe brought him over at lunchtime, and Oscar came up and said, "Hey man, sorry, but it's just not going to work out." So he said he didn't even realize it was a prank at first. I was just kind of like, "Oh man, is this really happening?" So he's in the midst of doing that. So also Kieran Culkin, of course, Succession, catching lots of success and awards. Well, according to Entertainment Weekly, Kieran Culkin says he's yet to watch the final episode of the show.
Huh.
So he revealed during a Q&A session that it wasn't on purpose. He said, "I was in Poland and I couldn't sign into my Max account." He said it was an app issue. He said then he went on vacation, and after that he was like, "Yeah, it was like 3 months ago." He said, "I want to go back and see it." So yeah, thank you, Chris Armstrong. So throwing snowballs at the window like a superstar. So anyway, go back on the road, Chris. Get out of here. So nice. You put a crack in the window too, by the way. Just letting you know. So, so we'll send you the bill. So anyway, we got pretty people problems. Then you have Chris Armstrong problems. The ugly people. So. He's still bitter that he got beat. So
That's all right.
Anyway, Jodie Foster says that she apparently turned down the role of Princess Leia. During her appearance on Jimmy Fallon, she said that she almost starred as Princess Leia instead of Carrie Fisher. So Fallon said, "I saw on the internet that you were offered the role. Is that true?" And she said, "Yeah, I was." So they were going for a younger Princess Leia, but I had a conflict. I was doing a Disney movie, and I just didn't want to pull out of the Disney movie because I was already under contract. So can you imagine how different that would have been?
Oh, yeah.
Jodie Foster as Princess Leia.
Leia.
I can't see it.
Nah, me neither.
I really can't see it. But
It's kind of like, that Shirley Temple was... So Judy Garland was, of course, set to be Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, and then they didn't make the movie until, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 years after they had talked about it. And then they were recasting it, and it was going to be Shirley Temple. And then they had to go back, and I don't know, there was some kind of agreement where it was like, no, you're going to have to stick with Judy Garland.
It's wild how that stuff happens. You hear the people who are supposed to be other people, and then you find yourself trying to picture them in the roles, and it's like, no, I just
right.
It's hard to see. So, on the music side, for the first time ever on March 8th, Alice Cooper is releasing Theater of Death live at Hammersmith 2009 on vinyl. The 27-song collection includes songs like No More Mr. Nice Guy and School's Out. The Who live at Shea Stadium 1982 will be released on March 1st on CD and vinyl as well. It was released in 2015 on DVD. Judas Priest has released their Crown of Horns video. It's the third single from their upcoming studio album, Invincible Shield, which I find myself going, wow, Judas Priest, they're still around?
Yeah, right.
So Post Malone, Andra Day, and Reba McEntire have all been announced as pregame performers for the Super Bowl on February 11th. McEntire's going to kick things off with the national anthem. Post Malone's going to sing America the Beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said as soon as I heard that. I was like, really? You couldn't find anybody else?
I don't have a problem with Post Malone.
Yeah, but I just don't see him as a...
Right.
as...
Maybe he'll surprise us.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he will. So, and then Andra Day is going to wrap things up, of course, with Lift Up Every Voice and Sing. So, their performances will all be aired in American Sign Language as well. Usher is going to headline the halftime show. And what I believe is they're calling it, it's like Apple TV sponsored this year, or Apple Music sponsored, so they're involved in it somehow. So it looks like it might be okay. I'm sure we'll hear, yeah, get some yeah in there. So we'll see. Madonna has been sued. No big surprise there. But 2 men in New York are suing Madonna for starting her concert late. They accuse the Material Girl, along with Live Nation and the Barclays Center, of unconscionable, unfair, and or deceptive trade practices for advertising the December 13th show as having an 8:30 p.m. start. Madonna didn't take the stage until around 10:30 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the show didn't end until after 1 a.m. And so they were confronted with limited public transportation, limited ride sharing, and or increased public and private transportation costs. And they had to get up and go early to work, take care of family responsibilities. So they said that Madonna committed, quote, a wanton exercise in false advertising and negligent misrepresentation.
I wonder if that's her fault, though.
I don't know. That's definitely a pretty people problem, though.
Yeah, it is.
Or a couple guys' problems there, I guess. I don't know. But they'll get their money, probably.
They might.
I guess Kanye West, because I haven't talked about him for a while, just debuted a new $850,000 set of grills inspired by Jaws, the iconic James Bond villain. But contrary to rumors circulating online, he did not have his teeth removed in favor of the new piece. So they're not fully replaced. He still has full dentition, healthy and happy, it says. He had a procedure called fixed prosthodontics, where the grills, which are made of titanium, palladium, platinum, and other precious metals, are fixed to his teeth. So basically they glued them on. And then we mentioned this a little bit earlier this week, but I guess Lil Nas X lost 140,000 followers amidst his J. Christ controversy. He's already had a bunch of people mad about it, but they said he had 11.5 million Instagram followers on January 7th, but he lost 17,000 the day after he revealed the single artwork, and it continued from there, 20,000 the following day, and 46,000 on January 12th when the video was released. So things have continued to dip, and now he's down to 137,000 fans as of Wednesday. He tried to explain himself in a recent video, saying that he didn't mean to mock Christianity, and it wasn't like an F you to people or an F you to Christians. He said it wasn't that. It was literally me saying, I'm back like Jesus.
Huh.
So, well, he probably should have listened to other people and gone, this might not be the best idea, buddy, but he did it anyway. So there you have it. That's your Pretty People Problems for the day, and we got some more music and a little bit more after this on